It all started as a conversation amongst friends, and I'm standing here in the proof that if you put your heart and soul into it, anything can happen. I'm Aliana Gomez, news anchor at WMDT 47. This garden showcases a desire to improve life and reach out to those in need, but it also brings awareness that the needs are often a lot greater than small organizations can handle alone. In my line of work, images help tell every story. So let's take a look at how this project got started. Just across this parking lot is Halo, Hope and Life Outreach Ministry. They provide over 200 meals a day to the homeless, hurting and hungry in Salisbury, Maryland. They also have day beds and limited overnight accommodations for women and children who have absolutely nowhere to go.
Halo has made me realize emotionally that it's okay to feel the way I feel about my situation because I'm not alone.
So who runs this establishment? Executive Director Celeste Savage, but she's not alone. She's joined by volunteers and also guests of Halo. In fact, they started this small raised bed to grow food to support the cafe. Looking at these images, you can tell the food wouldn't go far. WMDT General Manager Kathleen McLean offered up the idea to turn this tiny raised bed and the area surrounding it into a community garden. Enthusiasm immediately launched the project, and it was the residents themselves that named it the Harvest of Hope. They had 3 goals in mind: provide a fresh flow of food to the Halo Cafe, serve as an outdoor classroom teaching gardening techniques to Halo guests, and encourage healthy eating habits while experiencing the satisfaction of learning to provide for themselves.
For me, it's just, I'm overwhelmed. I love, the guys, and they just have stepped up to the plate. They're awesome people, and they're just like you and I, so they have taken ownership, and it is part of theirs, and they're going to be able to do it all season long.
City and county officials came out in February of 2012 to officially break ground on the project.
Congratulations. This is part of a bigger vision in terms of the comprehensive plan for our city.
It's very innovative in the community. They're helping one another, being together on some sustenance to sustain everybody and during our economic crisis. And I just want to be a part of that.
Work continued quickly despite snow and rain in March. And these aren't gardening professionals you see hard at work. It's the guests and volunteers dedicating long hours.
I want them to do as much as possible, and so I get the materials together with help from a lot of other people, and then we're trying to get them involved as much as possible with us just supervising.
This garden is also being used as a teaching tool. Students from a local university raised money to purchase plants and even a bird feeder. They have come over to help at the garden as a part of their classes at the school. Mother Nature couldn't stop the progress as the first 17 garden beds were filled with soil. And finally in April, thanks to the support of WMDT, an irrigation well was drilled on the property. Soon the garden will be running off this well rather than city water. All of these supplies don't come cheap, but thanks to a grant from the Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore and personal donations, they've made it this far. But if you look around, there's still a lot more to do, more room for beds and perhaps a play area for some of the youngsters at Halo. The outpouring from the community has been great, but in these tough times, the Harvest of Hope is going to need a lot more to flourish and grow.